Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mention. I wanted to come and say hello, wish you a good day. I feel I'm awakening from a nightmare for like this whole incarnation. I've been sleeping and I'm awakening for. Of course, I had a wonderful life, a wonderful time. I'm all grateful for all my past, but I think it is now it is a time to awaken. I felt I've wasted a lot of time sometimes but now it is all happening. So it's about rejoicing and also letting go of the known, what is known, in order to known in the third dimension, in order to move into something that is far higher, far better, to move from the mental process to the feeling state of life. And so understanding that in a sense we know very little, and the more we know that we don't know, the closer we are to the truth. For life is something that is that will be revealed as we integrate those higher aspects of ourselves. For we were created in the image of God, and we are here to become God, to become our God self, to become one with our God self, to incarnate this divine light, this divine love, and express it into the world. And so it is important for that to release all that needs to be released. What is it you need to release? We all had something that we've been carrying on. It can be a belief, it can be a habit, it can be a relation, there are things that needs to be released in order to move forward. And as we do that, we find we find freedom, and so we have to use unconditional forgiveness. Forgiveness is very important, and to let go of the fight. Yet to be ready, for there is all kinds of egos and past relationships that may still come to disturb for a little while. For love, just send love and light. It's the best way. It will assist. Sending love into the fear, to send light into the darkness will assist. But we can use those shield and this sword of light that we can protect ourselves. We can use our helmets to be connected to the helmet of light with those wings that connects us to a legion of angels when we need it. So those are spiritual technology. We want to step into our destiny path. I understand each and every day is a school. It's just us and God. For we are called to take all kinds of action, but God's always handling the consequences of that through the law of cause and effect. So YouTube was a bit slow yesterday. I'm sorry, it didn't put my videos online. I sent them some command, and so they rectified. So I thank them for doing that. I hope they resolve their little bug problem, and this video will be online right away. So everything can be forgiven. In a sense, we have to understand it is only a game. It is a role play that we came to play. When there is actors that go onto the stage or make a movie, some people will play the bad guys, some people will play the good guys, but the actors are not necessarily the good or bad. They're just playing a role. In a sense, all the souls are not neither good or bad. They're just who they are, and so they just come here to play. But in a sense, God will adjust and assist in every possible way. So trust that. And know that life is just a stage, and we're just actors on this stage. So no matter what, we don't want to take things too seriously. And so the situation for us is potentiality. There is all kinds of new potential that is before us. Around the situation is hope, espérance, espoir, hope. What we see before us is knowledge. What we have in our subconscious is healing. A distant past. Where we are now is purification. I think it can come close to what it was yesterday, but it's still happening. What is coming in the near future is joy, true joy. What we are in this situation, our strength is family. We are connected. We are connecting to our soul and soul family. What comes to us from the outside world is a trial. So sometimes life can be hard on us, but we need to evacuate all this old thing, those old things. What is in our inner emotion is doubts, and for the outcome will be well-being. So in a sense, the trial will bring us to liberation. There will be freedom, because we want to be free from that. And as we move beyond the doubts, we find the ability to restore, to repair, to work on what has been spoiled. So it's about restoring, repairing, and we'll find this true well-being that we are seeking. I wanted to say that we come from the darkest of the darkness. So this world has been in darkness for a very long time, and we're moving into the light. But as the light moves in, the darkness will never return in this world. So we are assisting in whichever way we are called. I have a question for you. What is your role? What do you see for yourself in this coming year? What do you see as your role in this golden age movement? can you leave me a comment if you care to do so? How do you feel? What's your sense of self in relationship to all that is going on in relation to this elevation of consciousness? For we want to move to the next level. Everything is relative here. We want to move to the next level, to be more of who we are, to be more of our true self. I was reading the Urantia book. The last part is the teaching of Jesus. One thing I thought that was amusing. He says that at some point there's a lot of valuable wisdom teaching, that virtue that is pushed to the extremes becomes a vice. Virtue shouldn't be an extreme. It should be just should be balanced, and things should be temperate. But there are certain things that I know everything is relative. He said that himself, that his life wasn't perfect, his teaching wasn't perfect. We all come in a relative sense to fulfill a specific mission according to ourselves. But he was true to himself. He came to re-establish the central presence of the I Am presence, the Paradise Father, as the center of all that is real. And so he had to remove all kinds of superstition. Yet I know that for me in my life, I know he denies the fact there are certain things that he denies that I have to accept, that reincarnation, that I've lived many lives before. I have to recognize that I am able to communicate with people that are departed. It's just something, it's just happening. It is my own presence that is making this happening. It is also the ability to so there is certain things that if we read it in, no matter how serious a book, or whether it's religious book or spiritual book or philosophical book can be, it is really what I experience, what I Am presence teaches within ourselves that is primal and foremost, because everything else may be is disaligned with what our mission, our present day mission. Another thing is that says that Jesus was saying that astrology, the planets, are absolutely no influence on the psychology of man here on the earth. But I know for me it has certain influence, or that there is no energy in soul energy in physical object. For I know that for me those things have energy. Soul, but in many senses it's still a wonderful. I mean, it's just his mission was different than what I'm experiencing now. But this is a beloved friend, and I call him. I thank him for his assistance, his love, his protection, his blessing, and I hope that he can do that for you as well. Call on him. He's available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Call him on the Christ, Sananda, Emmanuel, Joshua, Jesus. No matter how he will respond. And the first time we encounter this presence in the invisible, it is a life-transforming presence. So it is first time we meet the Christ. It's like it's such an amazing power, an amazing being that he will transform you, as or maybe you already made that connection. So we want to move. We want to send love into all send our love to all, so that they can heal, and we want to send our light in the darkness so it can disappear, for fear is an illusion. However, there is a huge monumental shift that is happening as Jupiter, as Saturn and Pluto are meeting the south node of the south node of the moon in Cancer. There's everything that is not of the highest integrity will be challenged, and this will be even more powerful the whole year. It will happen like that, and even next year as Jupiter will even come into the mix. So this eclipse will bring this eclipse which just passed brings a lot of expansion, and the love and light of the heart, the truth. So that is with Jupiter right now was in Sagittarius with Venus, but next year it will a lot of things this year and next year will be a lot of shadows that will be coming up, so that we can eliminate all this ego self, so we have to seek to become selfless, to integrate our soul self. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. For we are connecting on the soul level. Once we connect on the soul level, we are moving a lot closer to the fifth dimension, the level of integration we are seeking, and eventually we'll be able to just snap out of this reality, disappear when we need and reappear when we need, as we move to the 6th and 7th dimension. From the 6th and 7th dimension, the physical apparent manifestation is purely by volition. We're no longer bounded by this material physical reality. When in the fifth dimension, we are a light body, but we can integrate the physical matter in the third dimension, but we can be trapped in karmic relation. Once we achieve the sixth or seventh dimension, we can integrate the physical matter, but we are beyond the ability to beyond the restraints of this lower reality. So we want to achieve the 7th dimension, the apex of individual consciousness, and open the doorway of infinity towards the 8th dimension and connect to our soul self, our soul group, our monad. The highest wisdom for us today is Asia, to remain serene and to remain lucid. Here's the Buddha. What is we need to understand is Egypt is the power of the knowledge of the Akash, the power of eternal life. And remember all those lives. What we need to do is biblical, is to step into our creator's shoes and to become the creator, to serve for service in serving God. The first we are subservient to God, and so we're serving we don't want to be too humble, but we need to serve in the best way we can. But then we reconnect to that God self, and we discover that freedom, and then we are discovering new ways of serving within the freedom of that reconnection, of that connection. And the general message will be the transport. We will be able to, it's like a magic carpet, we'll be able to allow ourselves to be transported in this love train. We have to stick to the track and not allow ourselves to be distracted. Send love and blessing to all those, even those who do not want your highest good. To learn to love those who do not love you. It may not be easy, but it's got great value in doing that. And that's what we try to do in any event. I'm finished with this song. It's a song about overcoming the difficulties of life. It was like this. I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I have come through. And I need to go on and on and on and on, 'cause we are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions, we are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bows and my curtain calls. You brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it, and I thank you all. But it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. And I need to go on and on and on and on and on, 'cause we are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions, we are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I thank you for sticking till the end. So please be the champion we need. We need champions. We need people that are ready to step above all this and to reclaim. We have to reclaim our power. Our power are coming back as we reclaim them. So I hope you find this video interesting. I thank you for everything. I send you my love and blessing, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.